starting lineups. First, the visitors. Leading off and playing center field, number 8, Anna Bennett. Batting second and playing left field, number 14, Addie Grace Summers. Batting third and catching this afternoon, number 7, Kendall Andrews. Batting fourth and playing third base, number 28, Annabelle Ellis. Batting fifth and playing shortstop, number 33, Kylie Burgett. Batting sixth, today's designated player, number 25, Maddie Poshke. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 17, Gracie Kirby. Batting eighth and playing first base, number 15, Sydney McCormick. Batting ninth and playing second base, number 11, Malone Thrift. And pitching today for the Trojans is number 0, Ashlyn Sensing. The head coach for the Trojans is Ben Tyree. He is assisted by Sarah Dawes and Andrea Gore-Browning. And now for your Union Lady Bulldogs. Leading off and playing center field, number 1, Morgan Jennings. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 2, Macy Neal. Batting third and catching this afternoon, number 4, Courtney Marler. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 12, Zoe Neal. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 25, Mackenzie David. Batting sixth and today's designated player, number 37, Mallory Hildebrand. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 13, Cameron Langley. Batting eighth and playing second base, number 9, Riley Carneal. Batting ninth and playing third base, number 8, Sarah Kate Thompson. And in the circle this afternoon for the Lady Bulldogs is number 18, Lainey Baker. The Lady Bulldogs are coached by Sydney Cerner, assisted by Brian Wallen and John Means.
Good afternoon and welcome to Festmeyer Field, home of the Union University Lady Bulldogs, in today's doubleheader between the Lady Bulldogs and Trevecca Nazarene University. On the mound for the Lady Bulldogs in Game 1 is going to be Lainey Baker. She has a 1.89 ERA so far this season, has made 7 appearances, started 4 games. Her record is 4-2. She has 49 strikeouts, the most on the Lady Bulldogs staff. She also has a .167 batting average against. Last weekend she threw a complete game against Delta State, striking out 13 through the final inning of Game 2. Got her 14th strikeout of the weekend. Leading off for Trevecca is going to be Anna Bennett. Bennett's hitting .362 so far for the Trojans. Has 17 hits, 17 runs scored. It's getting on base 44.4% of the time. And we'll get ready for first pitch of this game.
The center fielder, number 8, Anna Bennett.
Looks like the Lady Bulldogs are going to be in slapper defense here for leadoff batter, Anna Bennett. That's going to be a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Good start here for Lainey Baker and the Lady Bulldogs. And the infield will be back in regular defense with second baseman Bradley Carneal playing behind the line. Fouled back in the infield today for Union. Zoe Neal at first, Bradley Carneal at second, Macy Neal at short, and Sarah Kate Thompson at third. Courtney Marler behind the plate. Quickly 0-2 here. It's going to be high and out, ball 1. Baker trying to keep that close, hoping to get a swing from Bennett. Didn't get one, so it'll be 1-2 here. And that's going to be a line drive caught by the left fielder Cameron Langley, who falls down. The wind is blowing, so that may have had an effect on how she played that ball, but she was able to haul it in for out number 1. Good start here for the Lady Bulldogs. They have won their last 5 games, including a doubleheader against Miles last week on Wednesday and then a sweep of Delta State this past weekend. They are 5-1 in conference play. It's going to be high and out, ball 1. Trevecca is 10-4 currently on the season. They haven't started their conference play yet. They will actually be moving to the Gulf South Conference starting next year. Ball outside, 2-0. Second batter here for the Trojans is going to be Addie Grace Summers. She is leading the Trojans with a .516 batting average. Swing and a miss there. She has 7 RBIs on the year, is getting on base over 58% of the time. She is a freshman this season from Nashville, Tennessee, attended Christ Presbyterian Academy. And Baker has evened the count 2-2 after starting behind 2-0. That ball moved a lot on the outside part of the plate. Ball 3, full count. Fouled straight back. Summers able to get a piece of that one to stay in this at battle. 3-2-1 on the board. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. It's currently 78 degrees here in Jackson, Tennessee. And the wind is blowing 19 miles an hour. Gonna have a great effect on the ball today in this one. Fouled back again. And we'll do it again here, 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll be Baker's first strikeout of the afternoon. Way to come back there, starting out 2-0 to Addie Grace Summers. The 3-hole hitter today is going to be Kendall Andrews. She's catching this afternoon. She is a senior this season. She's from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, a graduate of Blackman High School, transferred to Trevecca from UT Chattanooga. Takes that for strike 1. Andrews is hitting .375 so far this season. Has 18 hits, 2 home runs, 2 triples, 3 doubles, 18 RBIs. Down quickly 0-2 to Lainey Baker. And she tried to check her swing, but she went around, so that'll be strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Baker in the top of the first. We'll be back with you shortly as the Lady Bulldogs look to get something going in the bottom of the first.
Are you looking for a Christian college or are starting the college search process? I want to take a second to tell you about my school, Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. Union is a private 4-year university known for its rigorous academics, Christ-centered community, and the success of its graduates. My favorite part about Union is the faculty. The professors here are so intentional about helping students grow not only academically, but also spiritually. You should check out Union for yourself. Come for a visit. I know you'll love it. At Union University, you'll be transformed.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field, home of the Union University Lady Bulldogs. It is the bottom of the first here in Game 1 of the Lady Bulldogs doubleheader with the Trojans of Trevecca Nazarene University. On the mound for Trevecca is Ashlyn Sensing. She has a 1.71 ERA so far, has made 7 appearances, started 6 games, is 5-2, has a .176 batting average against. And leadoff Morgan Jennings slaps it back to Sensing, who throws it across to the first baseman to get the out, so that quickly 1 out here for the Lady Bulldogs. And the 2-hole hitter, Macy Neal, will come to the plate. Neal is leading the Lady Bulldogs with a .482 batting average so far this season. Has 27 hits, including 7 doubles, 3 triples, 3 home runs, 21 RBIs, getting on base almost 50% of the time. Just going to take that one high and out for a ball. 1-0. Hits that one, base hit back up the middle. Great start here. Neal is an on-base machine. And the 3-hole hitter, Courtney Marlar, the catcher this afternoon, will step in the box. She is hitting .367 so far this season, has 2 home runs, 4 doubles, 13 RBIs, getting on base 42.6% of the time. And she'll take that one inside for a called ball. So 1 out here. Macy Neal on first. Marlar at the plate. Sensing with the pitch. That'll be a ball again. Macy Neal takes off. She is going to be safe with a stolen base there. Got around that tag by the shortstop, Kylie Burgett. So 2-0 the count to Courtney Marlar. So umpires get in position behind the plate. But today we have Kevin Newbern, first base Robert Johnson, and second base Brooke Parker. Marlar shows bunt, pulls back for a ball. Quickly 3-0. Marlar is from Olive Branch, Mississippi. She's a sophomore this season. Big spot for her here with a runner in scoring position. Takes that for a called strike. So it'll be 3-1 now. And a full count here. Very least, Marlar is going to want to move Macy Neal to third. Tips that, stays alive here. Marlar has only 4 strikeouts this season, so she is going to put up a fight at the plate every time she's in the batter's box. And she'll hit that one through for a base hit on the left side. Macy Neal's going to be held up at third. Marlar will stay at first with a single. Great piece of hitting there on that changeup that Sensing tried to sneak by her, held her hands back, and was just able to put it right where the Trojans weren't. So now runners on first and third with the cleanup hitter Zoe Neal coming to the plate. Neal hit a walk-off grand slam in Game 3 with Delta State. See if she can get something going here. Trade places with these runners. 1 out, the bottom of the first. Shows bunt, offers at it, and the Trojans are going to throw the ball into center field, so Macy Neal will score easily. Courtney Marlar safe at second. So it's 0-1 the count, as that was a called strike after Zoe Neal offered at it. So a run is in. Marlar stands at second. Zoe Neal still at the plate. Zoe Neal is a junior from Dyer, Tennessee, graduate of Gibson County High School. This is her 3rd season as a Lady Bulldog. Fouls that one off her foot. Wearing her leg guard today. And we'll go here with an 0-2 count. Union wearing all black today, looking sharp. Trevecca is in their signature purple uniforms. And that'll be a called strike 3. Zoe Neal down looking. So now 2 outs in the inning, and the 5-hole hitter, Mackenzie David, at the plate. This is David's 5th year with the Lady Bulldogs. She's from Scott, Louisiana. She'll be looking to trade places with Courtney Marlar here with 2 outs. Takes that off-speed pitch for a called strike. Good take there. That was the first pitch of the at-bat. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of those off-speed pitches from Ashlyn Sensing as this game moves forward. High and inside for a ball, evens the count at 1. swing and a miss on that pitch outside. Sensing's from Dixon, Tennessee. Graduated from Dixon County High School. She is a junior this year for the Trojans. And another swing and a miss. That'll be strike 3, the second strikeout for Ashlyn Sensing in this one. And we'll be going to the top of the second. We'll be back with you shortly.
Whatever they went through together.
Welcome, guys.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
When you hear our name, know that it comes with a promise to give back to the community that built us. A promise to provide a human touch in a world that is becoming more automated. Ever since we put our roots down in Jackson in 1996, we have aspired to be community-focused by supporting programs and organizations that are important to our city. At First Bank, it is our mission to be present in our community and to continue the belief that when you bank local, you get more. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field, home of the Union University Lady Bulldogs. We're in the top of the second here in this game 1 of a doubleheader with Trevecca. At the plate now for Trevecca is Annabelle Ellis. She's playing third base this afternoon for the Trojans. Ellis, like Sensing, is from Dixon, Tennessee, a graduate of Dixon County High School. She's a freshman this year. Lainey Baker back in the circle for the Lady Bulldogs. Ellis is hitting .270 so far this season. Has 3 doubles and 3 RBIs. See what she does here against Lainey Baker. Takes that one inside for a called strike. Painted the corner with that one. Ball high. From left to right in the outfield for the Lady Bulldogs, Cameron Langley, Morgan Jennings, and Mackenzie David. It's 1-0 here after the Lady Bulldogs scored 1 in the bottom of the first. It's going to be inside for a ball. Wind is blowing. Will not only affect the hitters' balls, but also the pitchers. Have even more movement on them than usual. 2-1 the count. And it hits her. So Ellis will take her base. And the Trojans will have a runner on with the shortstop, Kylie Burgett, coming to the plate. Coach Sterner wanting to know if it hit her on the bat. Just seeing where it hit her at. Trying to keep her from being at first. Looks like Ellis will stay at first with a hit by pitch. So a runner on, nobody out for Trevecca here in the top of the second.
Now batting the shortstop, number 33, Kylie Burgett.
Burgett is hitting .286 so far. 10 hits, 1 triple, 2 RBIs. Shows bunt, pulls back, ball 1. Burgett is getting on base 32.4% of the time for the Trojans. And that'll be a called ball on the outside part of the plate. 2-0 now. Burgett's a sophomore this season from Franklin, Tennessee. She attended Centennial High School. And that's going to be in the air, caught by the shortstop, Macy Neal. Good range on that play, so it's going to be 1 out. Runner still at first. And the designated player, Maddie Poshk, coming to the plate.
Now batting the designated player.
Getting the sign from head coach Ben Tyree down at third. assistant head coach Sarah Dawes down at first base. Posh takes that for a strike on the inside part of the plate. 0-1 now. She is a junior from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, attended Oakland High School, and transferred to Trevecca from Western Kentucky. Hitting .346 so far this season. Takes that for another strike. 0-2 the count. Posh has 6 RBIs here. She'll be looking to get another one in this at bat. Fouled back over the press box. Still 0-2. Baker way ahead in this at bat. And a ball low in the dirt. Ellis will stay at first. Baker looking to get her 3rd strikeout of the afternoon here. And it's going to be high, shallow right. Right fielder Mackenzie David calls off the second baseman, and that'll be out number 2. Ellis will stay at first as she was not deep enough for her to tag. And the right fielder Gracie Kirby will come to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on first.
Now batting the right fielder number 17.
Kirby is a senior this season from Murfreesboro. She also graduated from Oakland High School, transferred to Trevecca from MTSU. She'll take that one high and in for a ball. Another ball on the outside part of the plate. Quickly 2-0 to the Trevecca right fielder. Infield is deep besides the first baseman, who is playing about even with the bag. It's going to be a ground ball fielded by the shortstop Mason Hill, who will take it herself to the bag at second to get the force out. So that'll do it for the Trevecca here in the top of the second. Had a runner on but couldn't bring her across, so it's still 1-0 Union going to the bottom of the second. We'll be back with you shortly.
Your life, your home,
your business, your future.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Can I get some help?
Whatever they went through together.
Welcome, guys.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field, home of the Lady Bulldogs of Union University. We're in the bottom of the second here in Game 1 of this doubleheader between the Trevecca Nazarene University Trojans and the Lady Bulldogs. At the plate is the designated player, Mallory Hildebrand, in her first at-bat in this game. Hildebrand is from Montgomery, Alabama, sophomore this season. Takes that for ball 1. Hildebrand is hitting .222 this season so far, has 4 hits. See if she can add another one to her total here. Has 1 RBI this season, it was a big one. breaking the tie in one of the games against Miles. Take that back. It was against Delta State. 1-1 the count here to Hildebrand. And that'll be a ball low and in. So hitters count here 2-1 for the leadoff of this inning, Mallory Hildebrand. Takes that for a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Not sure Hildebrand liked that call. Neither did Coach Wallen, the assistant coach of the Lady Bulldogs, down at third. Head coach Sydney Sterner, the first base coach today. Fouls that one off, staying alive here. 2-2 the count. Elbow guard came off on that one. Two and two the count in this battle between Hildebrand and Sensing. That's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman's going to field it, throw across to first for out number 1. Hit just hard enough that the third baseman is able to make a play on that and get Hildebrand out. So 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And the left fielder Cameron Langley stepping to the plate. Langley is a freshman this season from Lebanon, Tennessee, graduate of Wilson Central High School. Langley has 4 RBIs so far this season, 5 runs scored. Takes that for a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Looking to get something going with 1 out in the home half of the second. 1-0 your score right now. Lady Bulldogs ahead in this regional matchup between Trevecca and Union. Fouled back. 0-2 the count. Sensing quickly ahead in this one. With the second baseman, Bradley Carneal, waiting on deck. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike 3. Sensing's 3rd strikeout of the afternoon. And there'll be 2 outs now with Bradley Carneal coming to the plate. Carneal is a senior from Medina, Tennessee, graduate of South Gibson County High School. She transferred to Union from the University of Tennessee at Martin. She'll take the first pitch from Sensing as a strike on the outside part of the plate. Carneal's hitting .265 so far this season, has 4 runs scored, 2 RBIs, getting on base 37.5% of the time for the Lady Bulldogs. Look to get something started here with 2 outs. Takes that one inside for a ball, evens the count at 1. Almost hit her. Infield playing in as Carneal is a slapper. It's going to be a foul. 1-2 the count. One and 2 the count here to Bradley Carneal. That's going to be a ball outside, evens the count at 2. Sensing wanted that one. So 2s across the board here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in this battle between Bradley Carneal and Ashlyn Sensing. Ground ball. Fielded by the shortstop, throws across. Going to get by the first baseman. Carneal will stay at first. So she is on now with 2 outs. Be a base hit for Carneal. Let's have a 2-out rally here. See if they can get one going here. At the plate, third baseman Sarah Kate Thompson. Thompson's hitting .317 so far this season. 13 hits, 10 runs scored, 6 RBIs, getting on over 42% of the time. Fouled off. Looked like it jammed her a little bit. Fouled it off down the left side. Coming out swinging here against Ashlyn Sensing. Gets a sign from Coach Wallen. And she'll step in here with an 0-1 count, 2 outs. Hits that one foul. Back by the field house. Thompson being aggressive in this at bat. Quickly down 0-2. Addie Abel and Sophie Miss Levy go get that ball. Fouled off again. Thompson looking to foul off Sensing's pitches, get one that she likes. Quite a wide gap in both left center and right center. Let's see if Thompson can hit one of those here. With the speedy Carneal down at first. And she'll hit one foul, just foul, by the diving Annabelle Ellis at third base. Carneal probably would have scored if that had been a fair ball, as it was trailing towards the corner. Let's see if Thompson can straighten that out here. Still 0-2, 2 outs. Change up, able to foul that off. Nice work by Thompson there. Sensing had been throwing fast pitches pretty much up until then. Tried to fool her, but Thompson was able to get a piece and foul that pitch off. See what she gets here, another 0-2 offering from Sensing. Another, almost hits the on-deck hitter Morgan Jennings. She was able to tip that with her bat, get it out of the way. See if Sensing tries to mix another off-speed pitch in here. She has some pitches to waste if she were to go that route, as it's still 0-2. Into the count to Thompson. And she takes that. Well, I believe it was a ball at the plate, but Carneal thrown out trying to steal second, so that'll do it for the Lady Bulldogs here in the bottom of the second. Thompson will be up to bat in the bottom of the third, as the out was from Bradley Carneal. So here we go to the top of the third. Lady Bulldogs still leading 1-0.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field, home of the Union University Lady Bulldogs. It's the top of the third. In game one between these Lady Bulldogs and the Trojans of Trevecca Nazarene University. At the plate is going to be the first baseman, Sydney McCormick. McCormick is a senior this season from Watertown, Tennessee. Graduated from Friendship Christian School. She's going to dig in against Lainey Baker here. Takes that for a called strike. McCormick hitting .115 so far. Has 3 hits, 1 run scored. Should be looking to get something going against Lainey Baker, and that's going to be another foul ball. Quickly 0-2 the count. Lainey Baker has 2 strikeouts so far this afternoon. Has not allowed a hit. Swing and a miss. That'll be Baker's 3rd strikeout of the afternoon. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. And the second baseman, Malone Thrift, will come to the plate. Thrift is a senior as well from Cross Plains, Tennessee. Takes that for a called strike on the inside corner. Thrift is hitting .222 this season. Has 6 runs scored, 7 RBIs. Is getting on base over 32% of the time for the Trojans, so she'll look to get on and get something going here against Lainey Baker. 1-1 the count now, as Baker was 0-1 to start in this at bat. Be another ball high and out. 2-1 the count now to Thrift. Fouled straight back. Evens the count at 2. Wind still blowing here at Fessmeyer Field. And she's going to take that for a called 3rd strike. 2 strikeouts in a row for Lainey Baker. That'll be her 4th of the afternoon. So the Lady Bulldogs throw it around. 2 outs now.
Now batting the center fielder, number 8.
And the leadoff hitter for Trevecca, Anna Bennett's going to come back to the plate. She's 0 for 1 so far today. Takes that for a ball outside. Bennett is from Lebanon, Tennessee, graduate of Lebanon High School. Ground ball, second baseman Briley Cornell is going to field that. Throw across to the first baseman Zoe Neal for out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 go the Trojans in the top of the 3rd. We'll be back with you shortly for the bottom half of the 3rd, and as the Lady Bulldogs look to extend their lead. It's 1-0.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 750,000 views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,500 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillies, Union University, Bethel, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, Sacred Heart, and Peabody. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Back to Fessmeyer Field, home of the Union University Lady Bulldogs. Sarah Kate Thompson will come to the plate now. She was in the middle of an at-bat last inning, but Briley Cornell was thrown out at trying to steal at second, so Thompson will come to the plate again here in the bottom of the 3rd. against Ashlyn Sensing, who is in the circle again for Trevecca. Sensing has 3 strikeouts so far, has given up 1 run on 3 hits. Lady Bulldogs will look to extend that here in the bottom third. That's going to be ball. 1 ball, no strikes here to Sarah Kate Thompson, a junior from Myrtle, Mississippi, transferred to Union from Itawamba Community College, and she's going to foul that down the left side. Evens the count at 1. Was in the middle of a battle with Sensing last at bat. See if she can take advantage here in the bottom of the third. It's going to be off speed. Thompson fouls it back. Sensing's been doing a great job of working that off speed pitch in. Lady Bulldogs have gotten a hit off of it when Courtney Marler did so in the bottom of the first. But it is a great compliment to her other pitches. And well, here we go with 1-2 the count. It's going to be another line drive over the third base dugout. Thompson fouling off a lot of pitches between this at bat and the one she started in the bottom of the second. This will be Sensing's 41st pitch of the afternoon. Ground ball, foul. Difficult for the first baseman, Cindy McCormick, to handle over there. So we'll do it again here, 1-2 the count. Thompson not going down without a fight. See if she can get rid of the pitcher's pitches, get one she likes, and drive it here with big gaps in left and right center. And she'll swing and miss at that. So that'll be a strikeout for Thompson. Good at bat by her, though, as she was able to work through a lot of pitches there. And the center fielder, Morgan Jennings, will be at the plate. She is the leadoff for Union. She's 0 for 1 so far after hitting the first pitch she saw back to the mound. Look to get something going here for the Lady Bulldogs with 1 out. Takes that for a ball outside. 1-0. Jennings is from Senatobia, Mississippi. Junior this season. Graduate of Magnolia Heights School. Takes that for another ball outside. 2-0 the count. Third baseman Annabelle Ellis playing several steps in front of the bag with the slapper Jennings at the plate. It's going to be a called strike. So 2-1 now. Still a hitter's count here for Jennings. Looking to start something here for the Lady Bulldogs with 1 out. She's going to hit that foul. Goes back into the catcher. Evens the count at 2. See if Sensing tries her off-speed pitch here with 2 strikes. Has one to waste if she needs it. And that's a foul ball over the third base dugout. Hits the field house. Jennings staying in this count. 2-2. Comes the pitch. Because there's that off-speed pitch. Back to the pitcher. Throws it across the first baseman and out number 2. Jennings just a little bit out in front of that off-speed pitch. Sensing got her to ground out. So now 2 outs here in the bottom of the third with the shortstop Macy Neal coming to the plate. Neal is 1 for 1 so far after she had a base hit back up the middle in her first at bat. Neal, the sister of Zoe Neal, is from Dyer, Tennessee, also a graduate of Gibson County High School, transferred to Union from the University of Tennessee at Martin. Takes that for a ball. Looks to have been another off-speed pitch there from Sensing. Didn't fool Neal. Takes it for ball 1-0. Neal is a very, very good hitter in this Union lineup. Doesn't get out a lot. That's going to be another ground ball back to the pitcher. Flips to the first baseman. Out number 3. So Lady Bulldogs go 3 up, 3 down. Here in the bottom of the third, we'll look to hold Trevecca as we go to the top of the fourth. We'll be back with you shortly.
Whatever they went through together.
Welcome, guys.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
When you hear our name, know that it comes with a promise to give back to the community that built us. A promise to provide a human touch in a world that is becoming more automated. Ever since we put our roots down in Jackson in 1996, we have aspired to be community-focused by supporting programs and organizations that are important to our city. At First Bank, it is our mission to be present in our community and to continue the belief that when you bank local, you get more. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field, home of the Union University Lady Bulldogs. We're in the top of the fourth here in Game 1 between the Trevecca Nazarene University Trojans and the Lady Bulldogs. Lainey Baker back in the circle for Union. Struck out 4 so far this afternoon. Addie Grace Summers coming to the plate for Trevecca. She is playing left field this afternoon. 0 for 1 so far with a strikeout in this game. Trevecca has no hits so far against Baker. That'll be a called strike here for Summers. We'll look to get something going. Trevecca's down 1-0. Lady Bulldogs scored 1 in the bottom of the first, and that's been the extent of the scoring so far in this game. Swing and a miss there. Quickly 0-2 to the left fielder. Ball 1. Baker working outside on that one, had 1 to waste. Tried to get a chase, didn't get it, so 1-2 the count to Summers. Swing and a miss there, strike 3. That'll be Baker's 5th strikeout of the afternoon. Quickly 1 out here in the Trojan half of the 4th. And the 3-hole hitter, Kendall Andrews, she's the catcher this afternoon, will step to the plate. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout as well. Fouls that back. Wasn't quite able to stay on that outside pitch. Fouls it back here, quickly 0-1. Baker doesn't throw many balls, pounding the strike zone here, forcing the Trojans to swing. Off speed there, low in the dirt. It's going to be ball 1. Evens the count, 1 apiece. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. And a ball inside. Looked like Andrews wanted to swing at that, held up. So it's 2-1 the count. It's going to be a fly ball, right field, and foul. Man, that wind is blowing. Thought that was going to be a fair ball for a second, but it ended up being foul in the right field corner. So a long strike there, 2-2. That would have been at least a double had it been fair. 2-2 now to Kendall Andrews. Foul back over the press box. So we'll do another 2-2 pitch in this battle between Lainey Baker and Kendall Andrews. It's going to be ball high. Makes the full count here, 3-2. 3-2-1 on the scoreboard. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Swing and a miss there, strike 3. 6th strikeout for Lainey Baker, 2 in a row here in the 4th inning. And the cleanup hitter, third baseman Annabelle Ellis, will come to the plate. She got hit last at bat. So far, the Trojans' only runner of the game. And that's going to be popped to shallow right. Second baseman Briley Carneal had it and dropped it. So Ellis will stand on first base. That's going to be an error on Carneal. The one was carrying that one away from her, couldn't quite glove it.
Now batting the shortstop, number 33.
So that'll bring the shortstop Kylie Burgett to the plate. She's 0 for 1 in this one. High and out for ball 1. Tyson Neal moving across to second after that pitch to keep the runner Ellis at first. That's going to be a pop-up and caught by the first baseman Zoe Neal. So that'll do it for the Trojans here in the top of the 4th, able to get out of that one after a runner got on after an error. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th now as the Lady Bulldogs look to extend their lead. We'll be back with you shortly.
Your life. Your home.
Your business. Your future.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Whatever they went through together.
Welcome, guys.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field, home of the Lady Bulldogs of Union University. We're in the bottom of the 4th here in Game 1 between the Trevecca Trojans and the Union University Lady Bulldogs. The 3-hole hitter Courtney Marler is going to be coming to the plate for Union. She's the catcher this afternoon. She is 1 for 1 after hitting a off-speed pitch from Sensing through the left side last at bat. Takes that one for ball 1. So 1-0 here to Courtney Marler. Sensing's back in the circle for Trevecca. Has 4 strikeouts so far, giving up 1 run on 3 hits. That's going to be a called strike. Evens the count at 1. Lady Bulldogs haven't scored since the bottom of the 1st. In fact, neither team has scored since the bottom of the 1st, so it's still 1-0 Lady Bulldogs here in the 4th. And a swing and a miss, or swing and a hit. That's going to be a base hit to right field. So Marler is now 2 for 2 in this one. Good piece of hitting there. Looked like it jammed her, but she was able to fist it into shallow right for a base hit. So that puts her at first with the cleanup hitter Zoe Neal at the plate. Zoe Neal is 0 for 1 with a strikeout so far. See what she can do in this second at bat against Sensing. Swing and fouled right back. Just missed that one. 0-1 now. Zoe Neal hit 3 home runs last week, had 14 RBIs. Was nominated for Player of the Week that last week in GSC play. It's going to be a pop-up. Will the catcher have room? And she will. That'll be first out of the inning. Marler thought about going to second. Went back to first. So now 1 out. Marler still at first with the right fielder, Mackenzie David, coming to the plate. David struck out in her first at bat.
Now at the plate, the right fielder, number 25, Mackenzie David.
See if the Lady Bulldogs can get something going here with the runner on and David at the plate. Bunt, and she gets it down. Sensing's going to go to the second baseman over at first, so they'll get David, but that's a sack bunt for her. So Marler will move up to second, and the designated player Mallory Hildebrand will come to the plate. Hildebrand is 0 for 1 in this game. See if she can trade places with Marler here. Big spot for the sophomore. Off-speed pitch there from Sensing, called strike 1. She's mixing that in a little more as the game goes on. Definitely trying to keep the hitters off balance by mixing that in. It's going to be a ground ball. Second baseman gloves it, throws it over to the first baseman. That's going to be out number 3. So nothing doing here for the Lady Bulldogs in the bottom of the 4th. We'll be back with you shortly for the top of the 5th. 1-0 Lady Bulldogs.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 750,000 views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,500 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, Sacred Heart, and Peabody. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field, home of the Lady Bulldogs of Union University. We're in the top of the 5th in this one between the Trevecca Nazarene University Trojans and the Lady Bulldogs. Lainey Baker back in the circle for Union. She has 6 strikeouts so far this afternoon. Maddie Poshk stepping in for Trevecca. She's 0 for 1 in this game. Looking to get something going for the Trojans here against Lainey Baker. Takes that one for a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Not much scoring in this one. Lady Bulldogs scored 1 in the bottom of the 1st, and that's been it for both teams. Ground ball, base hit for Poshk. So that's the first hit of the afternoon for Trevecca. Poshk gets that one past the diving Bradley Carneal for a base hit. Trying to get something going in the Trevecca half of the 5th.
Number 17, Gracie Kirby.
And Gracie Kirby, the right fielder, comes to the plate. She's 0 for 1 in this one. Shows bunt, pulls back. That's going to be a called strike on the inside part of the plate. Third baseman Sarah Kate Thompson and first baseman Zoe Neal were crashing on that play. Macy Neal, the shortstop, covering second. Let's see if Kirby goes at it again. And she doesn't show bunt, but she still takes that for a called strike, so quickly 0-2 now. At the very least, she's going to be looking to move Posh to second. And she fouls that one back behind the press box. Staying alive, 0-2 against Lainey Baker. That hit by Posh was the first one allowed by Baker this afternoon. She's been throwing very well for the Lady Bulldogs. Fouled straight back. With 2 strikes, Lady Bulldogs aren't worried about the bunt anymore. The infield's playing back behind the bases. And that's going to be a line drive. Center fielder Morgan Jennings grabs that. Throws it in to the first baseman Zoe Neal. Man, Jennings got an arm. Throws that one in pretty far to the first baseman Zoe Neal. So 1 out now in the top of the 5th. And the first baseman Sydney McCormick come to the plate. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout so far. One of 6 strikeouts that Baker has in this one. Posh is still at first as she was not able to advance on that line drive. Hit to Morgan Jennings. Shows bunt, pulls back. That's going to be a ball. And they're going to see if she went around. She did not, so it is going to be a ball. 1-0 the count to McCormick. Wind whipping out here at Festmeyer, the flag moving back and forth pretty quickly. It's going to be a ball low and in, 2-0 the count. Opened the door of the press box earlier and the door just swung back on its hinges, didn't want to shut. It was blowing so hard. Foul tip there, caught by the catcher Courtney Marler, so 2-1 now to McCormick. Just got a piece of that one, but right into the glove of Marler, Baker's battery mate in this game. Shows bunt, gets it, and it's going to be a catch by Thompson. What a play there by the third baseman to go into foul territory and grab that bunt in the air. So 2 outs now with Posh at first and Malone Thrift coming to the plate. She struck out in her last at bat against Baker. Great play there by the third baseman Thompson to get the second out of the inning. Ball outside to Thrift, 1-0 the count. Swing, high fly ball. Wind caught that one, as did Cameron Langley. So that'll be 3 outs for the Trojans in the top of the 5th. We'll be back with you shortly for the bottom of the 5th as the Lady Bulldogs look to increase their 1-0 lead.
Are you looking for a Christian college or are starting the college search process? I want to take a second to tell you about my school, Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. Union is a private 4-year university known for its rigorous academics, Christ-centered community, and the success of its graduates. My favorite part about Union is the faculty. The professors here are so intentional about helping students grow not only academically, but also spiritually. You should check out Union for yourself. Come for a visit. I know you'll love it. At Union University, you'll be transformed.
Festmeyer Field, home of the Lady Bulldogs of Union University. Left fielder Cameron Langley, who just made a play out in left field for the third out of the top of the fifth, will be stepping to the plate. She is 0 for 1 with a strikeout so far against Ashlyn Sensing, who has 4 strikeouts so far in this game, has given up 1 run on 4 hits. And a bunt by Langley gets it down. The third baseman charges, fires across the second baseman for the out. Langley tried to drop that bunt in there for a base hit, just couldn't quite get it, a little bit hard there. Good try though by Langley. Bunted the other day with 2 strikes, got it down, was able to get an RBI on that, so she is definitely a clutch bunter for this Lady Bulldogs team. Second baseman Briley Carneal coming to the plate now. Takes that for a ball outside. Carneal is 1 for 1 in this one. Got a base hit her last time at the plate. An error piece for these teams. Ground ball to the shortstop, fires across, gonna get Briley Carneal by a step. So quickly 2 outs now. Sensing settling in. Hasn't given up a run since the first, and that run was not earned. So
now batting the third baseman, number 8.
Here comes Sarah Kate Thompson, the third baseman, to the plate. She's had several long at-bats, with the first not technically being a complete at-bat, as Briley Carneal got thrown out stealing in the middle of it, but she has been battling and forcing Sensing to throw multiple pitches the time she's been up the plate. Takes that one for a ball, 1-0. Look to get a 2-out rally going with the leadoff Jay Jennings on deck. And she hits that one base hit over the second baseman's head into center field, so a base hit there for Thompson. Runner on first now with center fielder Morgan Jennings at the plate. She made a good play on a line drive to center in the last inning.
Batting now the center fielder, number 1, Morgan Jennings.
She's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Grounded back to the pitcher twice. Looks to break that hitless streak in this game. Ground ball back to the pitcher again. Fires across the first baseman. That's going to be 3 outs. Sensing has Jennings' number so far in this one. We'll see if she can figure it out in her next at bat. We'll be back with you shortly for the top of the 6th.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field, home of the Union University Lady Bulldogs. We're in the top of the 6th in Game 1 of this doubleheader between the Trevecca Nazarene University Trojans and the Lady Bulldogs. Laney Baker back in the circle for Union. She has given up only 1 hit this game, struck out 6. The leadoff, Anna Bennett, will come to the plate here. She's playing center field for the Trojans today. 0 for 2 so far against Laney Baker. And it's going to be a fly ball. Deep. Cameron Langley going back. It's going to hit the fence. Going to run to get it. Bennett is on her way to third. She'll get in there with a triple there. That wind carried that ball. Langley couldn't quite get a read on it. Slammed to the fence. So a leadoff triple here for Trevecca in the top of the 6th, and they will have a pinch hitter coming to the plate. It's going to be
pinch hitting for the Trojans, number 26.
Sarah Kinderdine. Takes that for a called strike inside. Kinderdine is a sophomore this season. She's from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, graduate of Blackman High School. 0-1 the count here. Infield in for the Lady Bulldogs. He's going to swing and a miss at that one. 0-2 now. As Baker looks to get out of this jam here. Here comes the pitch. Fouled straight back. Kinderdine not going down easily. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 7th strikeout of the afternoon for Baker. 1 out now and a runner on third. The 3-hole hitter, Kendall Andrews, coming to the plate. She's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Let's see if Baker can get her again for the 2nd out of this inning. Having some hair trouble out there in the mound. Zoe Neal fixing Laney's ribbon. Fun to see all the different hairstyles that the softball players will wear. Infield still in for Union. 1 out. Ball high, 1-0. To the catcher, Kendall Andrews. Called strike on the inside part of the plate. Evens the count at 1. Third baseman Annabelle Ellis waits on deck for Trevecca. Ball high. Hitters count now 2-1. Andrews being patient. She looks for one that she can do something with. Fouled straight back. She probably wishes she could have that pitch back. Just missed it as it went straight back into the net. Evens the count at 2. It's going to be a pop-up on the infield. Macy Neal calling it. She's in the pitcher's mound. And she'll catch it for the 2nd out. That ball started behind the circle. Had her in the circle by the time she caught it. So after a leadoff triple, Trevecca has gotten 2 straight outs. So Annabelle Ellis will step to the plate. See if she can do something here for Trevecca with 2 outs. 0 for 1 so far in this game. Takes that for a called strike. Ellis also had a hit by pitch in her first at bat. Reached on an error her last at bat. 0-1 to the third baseman. Fouled back behind the press box. Lady Bulldogs infield now at regular depth with 2 outs. They can just field it and throw it to first. That'll prevent a run from scoring. 0-2 now to Annabelle Ellis. Fouled straight back. And we'll do it again, 0-2. And that's going to be a ball inside, close there. Coach Sterner wanted that one. She thought she had it there, strike 3. But it was a ball as called by the home plate umpire, Kevin Newbern. So it'll be 1-2 now. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be a pop-up. It's going to stay in play. It is, and the catcher, Courtney Marler, hauls that in. So after a leadoff triple, Trojans go 3 in a row here. And we'll go to the home half of the 6th as the Lady Bulldogs look to extend their 1-0 lead. Be back with you shortly.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 750,000 views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,500 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, Sacred Heart, and Peabody. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Welcome back to Fessmeyer Field, home of the Union Trojans and the Lady Bulldogs. Shortstop Macy Neal coming to the plate. She is 1 for 2 so far in this game. No scoring for either team since the bottom of the first, when the Lady Bulldogs scored 1. Still 1-0. Trevecca threatened in the top of the 6th after a leadoff triple but couldn't score. It's going to be a called strike on Macy Neal, who showed bunt but pulled back.
Number 26, Sarah Kinderdine.
Ground ball foul. 0-2 now. She swung at that outside pitch, just fouled it off. Her first at bat, she hit a base hit up the middle, grounded out to the pitcher in her second at bat. Takes that one outside, ball 1. Sensing tried to get her to chase, wouldn't do it. So 1-2, the count. And another ball, so evens the count at 2 for number 2, Macy Neal. And here comes the pitch. Swing and a foul tip, able to just get a piece of that one to stay alive. Neal is a very good contact hitter, has great hand-eye coordination, able to touch just about any ball thrown at her. And another 2-2 pitch. She hits that one, base hit through the left side. After battling in that count, able to get a base hit. So she is now 2 for 3 this afternoon. And have the leadoff on here in the bottom of the 6th inning with the catcher Courtney Marler coming to the plate. Marler is 2 for 2 in this game. We'll look to extend that to 3 for 3 here. Maybe get an RBI out of the deal. Shows bunt, gets it down. Pitcher fields it, throws the second baseman to get the out. So a sac bunt for Courtney Marler advances Macy Neal to second base with the first baseman and cleanup hitter Zoe Neal coming to the plate. Neal is 0 for 2 so far in this game. We'll look to get her first base hit of the afternoon in this at bat here. Trade places with her sister out at second base. Takes that one for a ball inside. 1-0. It's going to be a strike on the outside part of the plate, evens the count at 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So Lady Bulldogs look to give their pitcher, Laney Baker, some cushion going to the top of the 7th. It's going to be a ground ball, gloved by the first baseman, Sidney McCormick. That moves Macy over to third, but that is the second out of the inning. So 2 outs now with the right fielder, Mackenzie David, coming to the plate. That was a hard hit by Zoe Neal, just right at where the first baseman can make a play on it. And David will look to score Neal in this RBI opportunity. Only 8 hits combined between these two teams in this game. 6 for Union, 2 for Trevecca. David takes that outside for a called strike. Sensing has kept these Union hitters off balance so far in this game. Kept them from stringing anything together since the first inning. Ball high and out. One and one to Mackenzie David. And it's going to be a fly ball. And the center fielder, Anna Bennett, is going to haul that one in. So that'll do it for the Lady Bulldogs in the home half of the 6th. Look to go to the 7th here. Try to shut down the Trojans. Get a win here. See what happens. We'll be back with you shortly.
What just happened? So happy. Oh.
Whatever they went through together.
Welcome, guys.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
When you hear our name, know that it comes with a promise to give back to the community that built us, a promise to provide a human touch in a world that is becoming more automated. Ever since we put our roots down in Jackson in 1996, we have aspired to be community-focused by supporting programs and organizations that are important to our city. At First Bank, it is our mission to be present in our community and to continue the belief that when you bank local, you get more. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Union University, Fessmeyer Field, home of the Lady Bulldogs. At the top of the 7th here in Game 1 between the Trojans of Trevecca Nazarene University and the Lady Bulldogs. Laney Baker back in the circle, looking to keep the Trojans from scoring so they can hold on for this game. It's going to be a ball inside. Started off for Kylie Burgett, the shortstop. She's 0 for 2 today. Going to be foul over the third base dugout. Evens the count at 1. Baker has allowed only 2 hits so far today. Struck out 7 Trojan hitters. Pounding that strike zone. It's going to be another foul ball over the first base dugout. Hits it on the top of the brick over there. Bounces away. So it'll be 1 and 2 now to the leadoff of this inning, Kylie Burgett. Maddie Poshk, who has a hit today, is on deck for the Trojans. And she checked her swing. She did not go around, says the first base umpire, Robert Johnson. So it's going to even the count at 2. Was able to successfully hold back her check swing there to stay alive against Lainey Baker. Did she go this time? Yes, she did, says Kevin Newbern. So that'll be the 8th strikeout of the game for Lainey Baker. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Trojans down to their final 2 outs. Maddie Posh get the plate, 1 for 2 in this game. Fouls that one back, being aggressive here. 0-1. Nicole Goggin bringing out some foul balls to the, some balls to the home plate umpire. Fouled straight back again. Posh all over Baker here in this at bat, trying to get something fair. 0-2 now with 1 out. Swing and a miss there. 2 strikeouts in a row for Baker. That's her 9th of the game. And Trevecca is now down to their final out in the right fielder, Gracie Kirby, who is 0 for 2 in this game.
Now batting the right fielder, number 17, Gracie Kirby.
Ball 1 there. 1-0 to Gracie Kirby. Baker settles in. Here comes the pitch. That'll be a called strike on the inside part of the plate. 1-1. Baker has been efficient in this game. This will be her 91st pitch. Fouled straight back. 1-2. 2 outs. Down to their final strike are the Trojans. It's going to be high pop-up. Who wants it? Third baseman Sarah Kate Thompson's calling for it. She's got it. And that'll do it for game 1 of this doubleheader between Trevecca and Union. What a performance by the pitcher, Lainey Baker. She struck out 9 in this game through a complete 7 innings. Didn't allow any runs on 2 hits. At the plate for Union, Macy Neal went 2 for 3. Courtney Marler went 2 for 2. And Briley Cornell and Sarah Kate Thompson had a hit apiece. So we will be back with you shortly for game 2 of this doubleheader. Final score, game 1, Union 1, Trevecca 0. Back with you shortly. My name is Grace White. I'm looking forward to game 2 with you here shortly.
Your life, your home,
Your business. Your future.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Can I get some help?
Whatever they went through together.
Welcome, guys.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance.
now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit, plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000, plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Are you looking for a Christian college or are starting the college search process? I want to take a second to tell you about my school, Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. Union is a private 4-year university known for its rigorous academics, Christ-centered community, and the success of its graduates. My favorite part about Union is the faculty. The professors here are so intentional about helping students grow not only academically, but also spiritually. You should check out Union for yourself. Come for a visit. I know you'll love it. At Union University, you'll be transformed.